Yo, guys, what's up? I got the plays for you guys for the NBA game on Saturday. We got the Western Conference Finals game 3 here at Minnesota. I got two more plays for you guys in this video that we're going to get into in 1 second. First, before we do, make sure to drop a like on this video, guys. Like always, it's free. It takes 1 second to do. I'd really appreciate that. And I really do believe we're going to bounce back in this video. I got two plays that I really love. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel either. I'm going to post free pick videos for you every single day like I have been for basically a year now. So make sure to subscribe so miss any of the future videos. Recapping what we've been doing this week, we cashed 3 videos straight, and then the last 2 videos we missed on one leg in each of those, just when it comes down to rebounding. But hopefully we bounce back in this video and go 2-0 and cash this two-man slip. First, before we get into those plays, though, I want to let you guys know, if you're new to the channel, if you've been here before but you haven't listened to my advice, listen to my advice when I say this, guys. Look right here. It's going to take probably 2 minutes to explain and 5 minutes for you to do. Look at this map for chalkboard and sleeper right here. All of these colored states on these maps, that means you could download the sleeper, chalkboard, and parlay play app. So if you live in any one of those states, you can get these apps right now. Every app you get a free $100 and a free square. So I'm telling you guys, it takes 5 minutes to do. It's basically guaranteed free money and free squares for you guys for this game on Saturday. So again, I will leave the links down below in the description of this video for all 3 of these apps. But again, you got the Sleeper app, the Chalkboard app, and the Parlay Play app. Make sure when you download these apps, it asks for a promo code. You have to type in code GHOST before you deposit. You can't go back and change it afterwards. So if you mess that up, you mess that up. You don't get free money. You don't get a free play. So all you have to do is make sure to use code GHOST on these apps before you deposit. And as long as you do that, each app will give you a $100 deposit match. And then Chalkboard and Sleeper will give you a free Anthony Edwards square again for this game on Saturday. So again, that is the best advice I can possibly give you guys. The links are all down below. If you use the links, especially for parlay play, it basically sets it up for you, does it for you. So I would just recommend to use the links. Obviously, it's going to be faster and easier for you guys. But as long as you make sure you have code GHOST in before you deposit, you will get your free money. You will get your free plays. And again, that's up to $300 for free, depending on how many apps you get. And then that's 2 free squares for you guys for this game on Saturday. If you start off the day with $300 and 2 free squares, it's going to be hard to lose money, especially with these 2 plays we're going to get into in 1 second here. So the first play we're going to be going to is going to be Anthony Edwards. So I've talked about him probably 12 times in the playoffs so far. He's probably my favorite player to take in the playoffs so far this year. Everybody that's ever watched one of my videos before in this playoffs knows exactly what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about Anthony Edwards rebounds. However, normally we just take his over on normal rebounds, which has crushed for us the last 2 games. He had 9 in both of those games, easy cashes in both of those. What we're going to be doing here today, this game is at home for Minnesota. So what I really like to do, and I did it a couple videos back with Anthony Edwards, especially in that Lakers series, in the first series of the playoffs for Anthony Edwards, when Minnesota, and pretty much every team in the NBA, but really Minnesota specifically, when they play at home, their role players play way better. Their role players shoot way better, meaning Anthony Edwards gets way more assists. He's been already getting a decent amount of assists in this series and in the playoffs so far. If you look at the assists he's been getting, he had 3 game 1, not great, but he had 6 last game, so decent assists. But throughout the playoffs, we've seen him get 10, 12 assists in some of these games. We're going to be taking him over his rebounds and assists at 12.5. This play is super heavily favored to go over. I really like it. Again, he only had 3 assists in game 1, which isn't very good, and he still had 12 and only missed by 0.5. This last game, he crushed it with 15 rebounds and assists. If you look at what he's done against OKC in the last 5 games that they have played, he's gone over, I believe, every game. He might have missed by 1 game. I forget the exact numbers, but he's either 4 for 5 or 5 for 5 when you look at that. He's gone at least 7 rebounds in every game they have played against each other this year. So we could basically say his floor is going to be 7 rebounds with the ceiling of 13 plus. He could honestly hit this line in rebounds alone. He's done it multiple times in the playoffs already this year. I don't necessarily expect him to do it again here, but you guys get my point. He has done that before, and he easily could go get 9, 10, 11 rebounds in this game, and then he's only going to have to get, 3, 4, 5 assists. But we've also seen him, in games so far this year where he's had 10 assists. So it's not the craziest thing ever if he gets 10 rebounds and 9 assists. That wouldn't even be crazy at all. 12 and a half rebounds and assists has been way too low of a line for him throughout the entire playoffs, but especially against OKC here, where he's been getting a ton of rebounds against them this season. And it's a home game where we already know he's going to get a boost in assists. I really like Ant over 12 and a half rebounds and assists. He can get that done so many different ways. So I really like him over that line of 12 and a half. The second play I have for you is going to be over at SGA right here. So first I wanted to take him over points plus assists, but we're ending up just going to be taking his assists right here. So I just mentioned it for Ant, but these teams now have played 5 times so far this season, and it's all been very recent games. And all 5 of those games, SGA has gone over his assists on all 5 of those games. He's had 8, 9, 9, 8. He's basically had either 8 or 9 assists every game they've played so far this season. So his line still being at 7 just seems way too low for me. Personally, it seems like it's a situation where, worst case scenario, he gets 7 and he ties. It is what it is. You don't lose any money, you don't make any money, but again, you don't lose any money. So it's not that big of a deal if he ties with 7, but then we obviously have the ceiling of him getting 8, 9, 10 assists, and then he goes over the line and we make some money there. So I like the line at 7. I love it at 6.5. I know Sleeper, Chalkboard, and Parlay Play while I'm recording has that line at 6.5 assists. If you guys are watching this video later, they might not, but as time of recording, their line is 6.5 on, again, all Sleeper, Chalkboard, and Parlay Play. Another reason why I recommend those apps. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Their lines are better. Their payouts are better. Every single day on this channel, I give at least one play where the line is better on Sleeper, Chalkboard, and Parlay Play, or Sleeper, Chalkboard, and Parlay Play. So I'd recommend to have one of those apps anyway. If you do, put the play in on those. But the line at 7 assists, if you can only bet it on Prizepicks, I still think that's really good. He has gone over this line 2 games playing at Minnesota as well, so it's kind of the same situation for OKC. They're on the road, so the role players might not shoot as well, but they still shot good enough for him to go over this line 2 games earlier this season. So 7 assists, I like that a lot. He's averaging right around 7 assists so far these playoffs anyway, but specifically against Minnesota, they have been giving up a ton of assists to SGA, so I like that play a lot right there. That's going to be the 2 plays I have for you guys for this game on Saturday. Again, make sure to drop a like, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. I post these free pick videos for you every single day, so make sure to subscribe so don't miss the future videos. Before we get out of here, I'm going to remind you guys one last time, the links are all down below in the description. You click the link, you deposit some money, you get free money, you get free plays. It's going to take you 5 minutes to do, and you could literally make $300 right now just by, clicking off this video. Take 5-10 minutes, $300, 2 free squares. I literally made my first couple thousands of dollars sports betting just off deposit matches. I think I downloaded like 10 or 15 different apps just to keep getting deposit matches on all of those apps, and it literally made me a couple $1,000. So I would highly recommend to take advantage of as many deposit matches as you can. And there's 3 right here for you guys. Again, links down below. Make sure to use code GHOST before you deposit so you get your free $100 and your free square on all 3 of these apps. But other than that, guys, these are the 2 plays I have for you for the game on Saturday. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.